Welcome to the Geek Easy, fellow geeks. Let's open a beverage of your choice because today I'm going to be reviewing The Incredible Hulk number 10, published by Marvel Comics, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, and the guest artist is Danny Earls, E-A-R-L-S. This is the second part in the series, the storyline called Frozen Charlotte. Okay, so if you haven't been reading this volume of the Hulk, we had the Al Ewing run, The Immortal Hulk, which was incredible. And it came to an end. Then they had another version of the Hulk, which was horrible. It was Starship Hulk or something. I read the first two issues and stopped, and it seems like a lot of people stopped because it sucked. Now we are back with The Incredible Hulk. This is back to, I don't want to say its roots, well, it is back to the horror aspect of the Al Ewing type story. He is Banner and therefore the Hulk are out wandering the country. I guess it's not dissimilar to the show of the 70s, even though he's not, wandering trying to look for a cure. He's just out wandering around. There is a young girl by the name of Charlie who has attached herself to the Hulk because she's had a really rough life. She wants to become like the Hulk. She wants to become a Hulk. And Banner and the Hulk are sort of at odds as to whether or not they want her around. So there's that. And this is kind of like Hulk monster fighting. In this one, because he keeps coming in contact with different monsters and stuff. So, last issue, there is come across a monster who, they keep talking about the big bad that's coming. And Frozen Charlotte looks like she might be the big bad, or one of the big bads. It's in Nolans. I had a friend of mine tell me it's not New Orleans, it's Nolans. And Charlie runs off, and now this starts up with the Hulk coming into New Orleans, looking to find her, and she is being chased by Frozen Charlotte. And it is there is some sort of, parade party going on. I guess it happens a lot in New Orleans. And the Hulk lands, and he's just like, where is she? And all these people are like, and he, you see her, running off and having a conversation with this creature, saying, hey, don't run, I'm after you, and all this. Trying to, pulling kind of an emperor and saying, hey, I'm going to save you, I'm going to help you, and it's not true, and she's calling for the Hulk. And the Hulk runs into a ghost who is a Pinkerton agent. Pinkerton is a guard agency who started by Ulysses S. Grant back in the day. So they're a very elite company. I guess back then they were also doing investigations. And he's talking about, the Hulk is saying, yeah, you're dead. Where's the girl? Where's the girl? Where's the girl? And he's struggling to find out, and he starts telling the Hulk about these murders that happened starting back in like 1873, the late 1800s. And it switches back and forth between this conversation and the girl being chased by frozen Charlotte. And we find out, what's happening. And it ends with something that's going to happen, and you see, and you see the old next issue thing right here. It's a pretty good story. They seem to be going by a little quickly. It's a little kind of short. I really like that they're continuing with the horror aspect, and it's not just him going after vampires and werewolves. Even though I love vampire stuff, it's different, and it is nice to see the Hulk having to deal with stuff that people that he can cut loose on and have a problem with, and give him a challenge. And I also like the dynamic between the triangle between Banner, Hulk, and Charlie, because I think Banner doesn't want her around because he doesn't like the fact that she wants to become like the Hulk, and the Hulk is I think that's the way it is. So that's actually kind of a really fun aspect of the whole thing. What I don't like is the art. That seems to be a kind of a trend going on nowadays with certain comics. It's happening, especially like with the big two. There is a lot of books that have no matter how good quality the story is. I mean, there's some stories with some good quality stories, but the art sucks. And I just don't know if it's okay, that's my opinion that it sucks. I don't know if it's a choice by editorial, in this case with the Hulk editors, to use this art. This was a guest one, but the other comics are sort of along the same lines. The other ones, they're choosing to say, okay, we like this style of art for this book, so we are going to use it. Or it's just, it's gotten to the point where all the big names, or most of the big names, the good artists, have left due to, whatever reasons. And you do see a kind of a big migration of some of the better talent leaving the companies now. I mean, hell, Jeff Johns left DC after however many years, you've got, you've got a lot of these people just leaving and starting their own companies. Scott Snyder, Jeff Johns, all these people. So it could just be to the point where they don't have enough people who can do a good job on the art. And in some other cases, the stories. I don't know. But this is kind of taking away from the enjoyment of the book for me. Especially this one, because it was just, I don't want to say distracting, but it's just, I like, if I'm really into a good story and you get the art, you're just like, okay, this is kind of a Butterface of comics. You're walking down the street, you see this, something really nice, and then you turn around and it's got a face like this. It's like, So, yeah, they need to do a bit better with that. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to give this a 4 out of 5, just because the art is really bringing the quality down on this book, and I really like what's going on with it. The art is killing it for me. But anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think of the book, if you like it or not. And like, subscribe, and most of all, enjoy your comics.